Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Power Man Podcast. My name's Rory Paquette, and I know you know that, but I just love to remind myself about how grateful I am to be sitting in this chair. That's right. If you're not out there doing all the things that you're doing, liking, sharing, subscribing, everything else, then wow, I don't get to sit here doing what I'm doing. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys, I really do. As we get rolling, let me get a sip of my preferred beverage. That's right. You guys know what we're drinking. It's Freedom Hill Coffee. At Freedom Hill Coffee on Instagram. Look them up. Check them out. Deep, dark, rich, bold, and beautiful. Just like my wife. They brew a mean bean. It's a fantastic cup of joe, and they do all the right things for all the right reasons, and they support veterans, which is one of the biggest reasons why we support them. If you're a veteran out there, thank you from the bottom of my heart and from all of our listeners. Thank you also, you and your families, for everything you sacrifice, everything you do. We love you, and we're glad that you found a home here with the Power Man. My veteran listeners are incredibly important to me. Folks, they're important to Freedom Hill Coffee too, which is another reason why we support them. So look them up, check them out at Freedom Hill Coffee on Instagram. Tell them Power Man sent you. All right. Let me get another couple sips here. Folks, today's a Sunday solo episode, and want to go over just a couple quick things with you. But man, I really just want to deliver a message. As I talk to so many of you in our coaching programs, we keep hearing a lot of the same stuff, and we are feeling powerless because of what this world is doing to us right now. All right, gentlemen, let's kind of start at the beginning real quick. Being a father, being a husband, it's a thankless job. I mean, let's not kid each let's not kid ourselves here. It's it's something you have to do. You don't get to take a break from it. Once you become a father, once you become a husband, you're in. You're in for life. That's the idea. I mean, it literally is a life contract. You don't get to say, well, I'm not going to be a father right now. Or right now, I need a few days off from being a husband. No, it doesn't work that way. Your wife and your children are your responsibility to have and to hold till death do you part. Folks, it's not the easiest thing in the world, and we take some of it very lightly. But by the same token, we don't give ourselves any grace. Guys, it can be tough. It can be very, very tough. And this world, the way it has been for years now, boy, they do not give us a break. And I know I'm right there with you. And it's our job. It's our mission. It's our great joy to be able to stand out front of all that mess and be able to say, bring it, because I'm the father. I'm the husband. I am the lion that is standing in between evil and my family. Man, I love that. Don't you? Guys, it's so easy to fall into the thing where we feel like, well, we have to do this. So I guess I have to protect my family from evil, you know? I mean, and even that statement alone is like, come on, Rory, evil, really? Yeah, yeah, evil. The stuff that attacks my family, that attacks my children, that attacks our beliefs, our values, that attacks our futures. I mean, goodness gracious. They talk about inflation. They talk about how expensive everything is, right? And we've all go to the grocery store. We've all seen the meme where, oh, this is what you can put into a shopping cart back in 1990, and this is what you could put in a shopping cart for, $50 in 2005, right? And here's the two things you can put in there in 2025, right, for the same money. We've all seen those, and yet how many of us are making hundreds of thousands of dollars more? Not me. I don't know about you guys, but most of us are making either the same, similar, or less. And guys, I've seen the job market out there. I've been on Indeed. I've looked around. I know what's out there. I mean, my God, Companies have all gotten together. They don't want to pay us enough money to live anymore. And we all know it. We all know what's going on. If we can't find a way to protect and provide for our families, then eventually we have to ask for help doing it. And then the government wins. We all know it. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Okay. If someone wants to, argue with me about this nonsense, please send me a DM. I will gladly ignore it and block you because if you don't get this, then you're a fool. But the fact of the matter is that the cards are stacked against us. And I love that too. There's that line in Rocky Four, right? Where Apollo's talking to him and he's like, you just don't get it, man. Yeah, we're warriors, right? But without some battle, without some damn war to fight, the warrior might as well be dead, stallion, right? We've all heard those lines a million times. We all know it. Gentlemen, we are the warriors at the gate. And if we're not out fighting the war, then what the hell are we doing? Now, the best part about all of this that's going on, and the thing that wakes me up in the morning and makes me take this old beat up body and get down on the floor and keep trying to do more and more push ups. Okay, the thing that gets me to wake up and stretch and try to move and go walk and, you know, get my circulation back and keep trying to heal this, horrible shark bite surgery wound that I have from a year ago is that it's still up to us. And now some of you guys are like, wait a minute, Rory, it's stacked against us. What are you talking about? You just got done saying that, we're in a fight. Yeah, man, we are. Brothers, we are in a huge fight because the powers that be want us weak. The powers that be want us to lose. Okay? They want our children to grow up weak. I mean, for crying out loud, they want our children to decide whether or not they're actually boys or girls on their own. The insanity of this world is I mean, it's just out of bounds. No. And there's companies out there. I laughed. No, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's applying for jobs. he's he's filling out these applications, and he's like, "Rory, look at this." And he shows me this job, and it's full time management of like a financial office, right? And they want him to be available to work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Sorry, and all those hours for the week. I mean, those are 10-hour days. If you get an hour for lunch, they're 9-hour days. 9 hours times 6 days, that's a 54-hour week if you get an hour lunch. And the salary for the job is $39,000. I, I what, okay. Now, on the video, I'm on my phone right now. I'm going to go ahead and do some math real quick because here we are. Let's see, $39,000 divided by 52 weeks, right? Okay. Times, 0.75. That's if you're lucky. Okay. Because, the taxes all changed the last 4 years, even though people don't get it. Right. That's $562 a week. My car payment's more than that. 562 bucks a week, guys. You're supposed to be able to own a home, raise a family, put money away, pay for college. Are, I mean, are you laughing yet? Are we joking? And the best part about the ad was it said, college degree required. What? I'm sorry, but at this point, we're just kidding. And so I get it. We're all trying to find jobs that pay enough. And when we can't, we got to find a second one. Guys, I get it. But the best part of all of this is we don't have to just die. We don't have to just take it and take the beating and put our heads down and go crawl into the corner and cry. Because at any moment we can make a decision. We can make a decision to change our lives, to change our circumstances. We can start a side hustle. We can start our own business. We can add income to what we're already doing. We can change jobs because, gentlemen, this works both ways. They don't want to pay you. And even when you get hired, they don't have any loyalty to you. So, you know what? You don't need to have it to them. If you're not making enough money, you're not getting paid, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Leave. Go find another job. At the very least, go find a comparable job that doesn't take 54 hours a week, you know, and then use the extra time to work a second job or start a side hustle. Gentlemen, any one of us can make money online, and I am the living proof of it. I don't have a day job. This is it. This is what I do. Took me 6 years to figure it out, but you know what? Here I am. And I don't say that to brag. I say that to show you that it's possible. Because I mean, I'm not brilliant. I'm nothing special. I'm just a hardworking Italian dad. That's it. I'm a guy who's always been willing to put in the hours, always been willing to go learn the new thing, always been willing to start at the bottom and be embarrassed and be humiliated if that's what it takes to learn something new. I've always been the guy, just like that. Gentlemen, that's all you have to do is decide you're going to be that guy. But so many of us are like, well, I just can't because it'll look bad, right? I'll be embarrassed. Or, I mean, my wife won't be okay with it. Or, my kids, I mean, they don't want to see me do that. I was working with a guy. He was considering taking a job driving a trash truck. And I'm like, what's the problem? And he's like, well, the truck I'm driving right now, I make, $800 a week and it's just not enough. And I said, okay. And he goes, but this recycling company is hiring. It's basically a big trash truck. With my CDLB I can drive it. I know somebody. I'm pretty sure I can get in. And I'm like, where's the problem here? Is it not as much money? He goes, no, it's more money. I'm like, how much more money? And he said, well, it's $1,100 a week. And I looked at him and I went, what is the issue? Turn in your keys. I mean, go get the job and then turn in your keys and go. Well, I've been here for, 8 years and, I don't want to leave them high and dry. And I'm like, whoa, guys, this is what we do to ourselves. All right. And that man that I was talking to knows I'm telling the story. I never do that to you guys. I will never tell a story about somebody unless they know it and they say, yeah, it's cool to share. But he was doing what we all do. We have a misplaced sense of loyalty because it's how we're all raised. You're loyal to the company. You're loyal to the boss. You're loyal to the job. Gentlemen, the game has changed and it's time to be loyal to your family and to you. And that's it. And this may sound harsh. I mean, a lot of you guys own companies. You have employees and you're like, yo, man, that's not right. If your employees are leaving you with no notice for some other place for more money, then shame on you because you should have paid them more. That's why they're leaving. There you go. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Okay. I'm a working man. Always have been, always will be. And right now, that's who I'm talking to. Gentlemen, it is time to understand, to rewire our minds. Who are we loyal to? Who do we serve? We serve God, we serve our families, we serve ourselves. Gentlemen, stop serving the company. Stop serving the boss. Okay? If you die tomorrow, they may not even come to your funeral. They'll send a basket of flowers, maybe, if they're, I don't really liked you. I don't know. But they'll replace you before the end of the day. Your family won't. So I said to this guy, I said, all these same things to him. And I said, brother, listen, you got to go. That's a lot more money. He goes, I know it's kind of embarrassing. I'm like, why? He goes, it's a trash truck. My kids are going to be embarrassed of driving a trash truck. I had another guy say the exact same thing to me about going to drive a school bus part-time because he needed the extra money and he wanted to, he had the opportunity to go drive a school bus. My kids will be embarrassed. I'm like, let me tell you something. You can't worry about that because you're not really worried about your kids being embarrassed. You're worried about you being embarrassed. Gentlemen, put your pride aside and do what you got to do. I've been in that spot a million times. I know how tough it is, but put your pride aside and do what you got to do. All right, now here's the best part. out of all this, the best part is that this entire thing can be fixed by you with one decision. That's it. You look, you check your options, you find the best one, and you decide. Gentlemen, that's all it is. The power to decide to change your life, the power to decide to sacrifice a little bit in order to get better, the power to decide maybe I got to take one step back before I can take two steps forward, the power to decide your own future. That is true power. And every one of you has it. And right now, there are hundreds of you who are saying, oh, well, that might work for somebody else, and that's all great, but I don't have that kind of power. Brother, if you've said that in the last 30 seconds, I'm telling you right now, stop lying to yourself. You do. You absolutely 100% have that power because you're a man, because you're a father, because you're a husband, because you have the power to make a decision. Gentlemen, it is time. It's time for us to stand up and stop being victims and stop letting this ridiculous world dictate how we provide for our families, how we protect our families, how we lead our families. And I'm going to tell you something else, and I am living proof of this. I owned a real estate company. I was at the top, man. I was wearing, suits with cufflinks. And I mean, honestly, we were going on vacations and I was, buying dinner without even thinking. Let me tell you something. I was living a great life and I lost it all. And I had to start at the bottom and I had to do some jobs that I was embarrassed to do, but I did them. Gentlemen, I had to go give blood to get money to buy food to put it on the table that night. So I'm telling you right now, you can do it. 100% you can do it. You just have to decide to do it. And the thing that I'm promising you is that I have grown children right now, and there isn't a single one of them that's embarrassed of me and what I had to do back then. Those children who are now adults are proud of me that I did what I had to do to take care of them. And you know what's going to happen with all of them, all three of them, when they hit a rough spot in their lives? And they're faced with having to do something they may not like, or that they don't like the way it looks, or that it might be embarrassing, but it's the thing they have to do in order to take care of their families. They're not going to blink. They're going to think of what their dad did. They're going to know it's the right thing to do, and they're going to march forward and make the decision to do it. What legacy are you leaving? What would your kids say? And when your kids hit a hard time and they're in the spot you're in right now, what are they going to do? You get to make that decision right now. You get to create the answer to that question. Make the decision. You have the power. Gentlemen, you've got the power. 100% you have the power. And it's time to make the decision because you are worth it. And today is a great day for you to believe it. Until next time.